Hello, everybody, and sorry for the delay. It seems there are some problem. Now the line is okay. And hello, everybody. This is Elena Chiari from Villetta Bellissima Diva, Fiesole, Italy. And I welcome also sisters and brothers around the world to the Bellissima Conscious Diva live show, where Elena and Vera, my partner, my very beautiful soul sisters in Lisbon, will announce a new birth of an international academy. And of course, to do this, I'm welcoming in this live show my beautiful soul sister from Lisbon, Vera Faria. Hello, Vera.
Hello. Much kisses to you, my dear Elena from Lisbon. And to all of you in this amazing, most powerful, maybe the most powerful day of the year, the full moon of Scorpio Taurus. And it is very interesting, the moon of Wesak, the moon of the Buddha. And it is so interesting because you are Scorpio and my ascendant is Taurus. So you're really embodying this full moon.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very magical, you know, from, well, the universe and all the plans that the universe has for us. So welcome to you all. Welcome. You're most welcome to this surprise, to these surprises, to this powerful new moon of rebirth. And we have a beautiful new logo as well that combined both of our colors and both of our inspirations into an astrological mandala with the axis of the mid-heaven and immortality and ascendant and descendant, as signed by the four beautiful butterflies that are the logo of my dear Elena.
Yeah. And the symbol of transformation that is also about this day, Vera, the transformation, death and rebirth.
Absolutely. With it, and it is important. It looks like it seems a detail, but it is so important. The dot in the middle, it represents what Carl Jung would say it is the self, or the symbol of individuation, the symbol of the integration of the wholeness that each one of us is. And so we have to have a center. The center is the compass of our life, our destiny, of our being. So our logo has this center, and then it unfolds into the potential of transformation that is life, spread and unfolding into the several dimensions of life. Life has several dimensions. We are born to be lovers, fathers, mothers, teachers. Each one of us has a mission. And this is the time where we have to embrace our mission the most, our destiny, our inspiration, the desire from the heart. So the dot is the heart as well, the desire of the heart. And since we are in a full moon of the Buddha, Buddha and Christ, metaphorically, they represent wisdom and love. And through the ray of harmony through conflict, which is the way of evolving in this material world, in this manifested dimension where we inhabit, we go we navigate the process of becoming whole and complete, of embodying the soul, of connecting with the divine within, not uh, without having connected with what Scorpio represents in us, which is death, so that we can rebirth into these beautiful butterflies that we have in our logo, right, Elena?
Yeah, exactly. And I really feel so grateful. And I would like to do a brief great meditation of gratitude
Mhm.
from our heart for this very special day of the Buddha. And the meditation about compassion, compassion from our heart, first of all, for ourselves, and to inhale all our fears, anxiety, and all the feelings or that we can have today in this moment, and in our heart, then exhale unconditioned love, compassion. First of all, to ourselves, because we cannot do to other people what we we have not done for ourselves. So embrace ourselves in our totality, in our full divinity that we have inside. See inside, digging in our depth, all our treasures, talents, beauty, harmony, light, and observe all the fears and conflicts and anxiety that we can have around. Inhale and exhale compassion from our heart. This unconditioned love with this pink sea that is around our heart and is expanding to other people, to animals, to the earth, to all the universe. And feeling so grateful for being here in this moment of death and rebirth, and of giving birth together to this academy to serve women, so sisters around the world, to transform themselves, expressing their beautiful divine talents and serving with these talents all soul sisters and brothers around the world in a circle of global sisterhood and brotherhood in joy and abundance that only this can give. This is the real revolution, transforming ourselves and then sharing with all other people the joy that this give, because it's so nurturing in our heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Yes, indeed, this is a most glorious full moon, the full moon of truth, the full moon of wisdom, the wisdom that inspire us to go through into our deepest fears, our most profound shadow, I would say, to use a Jungian term, so that we can see, we can encounter and we can bring with us the gold, which is the light of the consciousness. That is part of the process of opening to the light of the heart, to the light of the love that we are inside. It is a journey where each one of us has the key to open inside. And Elena spoke about compassion, which is the huge key of the biggest key of all. Because the hardest people, the hardest criticism, the hardest rejection is the one we have towards our own selves. So we have to have the courage of kindness, the courage of goodness, the courage of digging deep into that mine of the shadow, which also is represented here by the Scorpio, so that we can reverse into the love and the serenity and the harmony of Taurus, which is the life of the divine light manifested into the matter, so that we can feel that we are really at home in our body, in our circumstances in this world, not only in the idealizations and the ideas and the concepts and the dreams we have that bring us towards the future, but also in the present of our body home, body soul home, of this moment, this present moment. And that is a huge revolution, as Elena said. Without Scorpio, we wouldn't be able to reach illumination. We wouldn't be able to reach this completion, this wholeness, because we would not be able to reach the roots and the depths of our being, to redeem, to repair, to reconnect with, and to alchemize with a new meaning, a new meaning of what suffering is, what loss is, what addiction is. These are all themes of Scorpio, So it is useful as an astrologer. I would say that it is useful for you to see where you have the Scorpio and Taurus at the seventh degree of both signs, because it's where in your birth chart you are activating these axes of death and rebirth. And I would say that I am Aquarius and Elena is Scorpio. Heaven knows what it does, right? It puts us together because, Aquarius is known as a revolutionary sign. But I saw during these 25, 30 years of studying astrology that Scorpio is the revolutionary sign. You know why? Because Aquarius, it's the ideals. It's from the mind. It's a sign of the mind, of the air. But Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars, so it's really the action. So we Aquarius have the ideas and the revolution in the mind, but Aquarius make them real, make them happen. Scorpio. So I find this the most beautiful union, of two revolutionaries that we are, of love, of consciousness.
We are revolutionary. Yeah, Vera. It's so true. And we have a lot of people writing to us: Amita, Milena, Maria Teresa Dantas. Isabel Goviera, thank you. Grazie, obrigada. It's so true, Vera, it's so true, and I'm a revolutionary. Yeah, for sure. And I have embraced this divine mission that I have inside after 20 years of managerial career in companies, and I surrendered to my destiny, my divine destiny, not without fears, without a long journey inside me, because Scorpio is quite attached to things, to situation, and I have discovered that everything is inside us. So my Scorpio part has helped me to go inside, and also with our academy, it's a very, very beautiful platform to support women to go inside, to dig into themselves, to clean the layer, and to rediscover their inner divine diamond.
Absolutely, Elena. Absolutely, and it could not be more perfect, because this full moon, the moon of the Buddha, carries with it the seeds of a new harmony, a new inner peace, a new vision, a new purpose. But we have to go through the death of Scorpio in order to reach this rebirth. And what is that death? It's the from the residues from what we are no longer.
Yeah.
What we have to really let go, and it is not easy. We know it is not easy, because we are so much attached to our to emotional relationships, circumstances, addictions. We are human, and we have those needs. We have that emptiness that we strive to fulfill with something that is part of the process. But here now we have the opportunity to bring our consciousness and our attention to the heart, as Elena said, because in the heart inhabits what we, in esoteric words, we could say the Christ consciousness, the soul purpose, the love, whatever you want to call it. It is the integration and the purpose of the incarnation, because the heart is the connection between the axis that connects heart with heaven, so the matter with the spirit, or with the ideals that we have, the ideals to be a better person, the ideals to be more kind, whatever you have as an ideal for your life. And also the vertical and the horizontal axis, which is the axis that I connect very much to Christ, actually, because he gave the other cheek. It is very difficult, it is very, very difficult to give up from that sometimes we have this self-righteousness that I am right,
Yeah.
He was a bad father, he abandoned me, she was a very bad mother, she abandoned me, I have the right to be angry. Of course we have, and we also have the right to be unhappy for the rest of our lives, if we are not going to transform that anger into healing and compassion.
Yeah, exactly, Vera. And the heart is our spiritual center, as you said. It's a matter of energetic. It's an energetic matter. It's contacting our heart. It's passing our energy from the head, the rationality. It is like a very, very small vision to our heart that is infinite. It's our energetic center is huge, more than the universe. So it's something extraordinary, and it's infinity, where we are one and we are one with the universe. So it's tremendously powerful and has a huge transformating chemical power. So the heart is the way. And in our academy, the meditation to contact the heart is the nourishment of everything in a circle of global sisterhood. And the center of our academy is Astronom Divine. Astrology and numerology combined together to support the awareness of who we are profoundly, at energetic, profound level, of our talents. So it's a huge opportunity to rediscover our divine talents, the talents that the universal divine has given to each of us, unique, with a unique place in the world that is exclusively ours, and without which the entire universe could not be the same. And so we have the
Absolutely.
right and the duty also, and responsibility of embracing this richness and live our life in the joy and abundance that only embracing who we are profoundly from our heart can give, and so we can share with all other people in the world, our soul sisters and brothers. And this is the real revolution. This is the message that I and Vera are so joyful to share with all of you.
Yes, Elena, yes. And we are going to share it in three languages,
Yes.
in English, in Italian, and in Portuguese. So we are going to introduce on May the 14th. So because it is a very special creative number, and you are the numerologist,
Yes.
Elena, it's 5,
5,
4.
5, 5. 14 is 5 of May, 5 of 2021, 5. And the 5 is the number of the seeker of freedom, of the seeker of growing through experiencing, but not passing in a superficial way, but growing, experiencing in the depth of our infinite being.
And since we are just inviting you all to be to be present, whether live in Estoril, in a Hotel Palácio Estoril, which is a beautiful, very iconic, full of history, connected with the first movies of the 007 James Bond here in Estoril, Portugal, and also, of course, online. This connection with this celebration, this presentation, and this joy of bringing together and manifesting these dreams, this connection, so that because together we are more powerful.
Yeah.
And together we can reach out and touch more hearts. And that is the purpose and the mission, and also the pleasure and the glory of this, of what we do. And I would say that with words of following the words of Elena, we have a square. We have a T square in the heavens in this full moon. So between this Sun and Uranus, and also and Lilith, the Black Moon, and again in opposition of the Moon and squaring Saturn in Aquarius, the point where we have to work to make the synthesis is the opposite point of Saturn in Aquarius, which is the second between 10 and 12 degrees of Leo. And that is our identity. So we find a clue, a key, important key in who are we today? The identity. Who are we today? What are our values? What set us free? What must die in order for us to be able to fulfill step by step as an ongoing process that mission, that purpose? And if you have doubts about your mission and purpose, just book a session with us of Astronom Divine. We are at service and we can help. Certainly, we can help you with clarity, and the wisdom, the millennial wisdom of numerology and astrology. Yeah. But you have to embrace this moment. This is a very important day, very important date.
And it's totally true, Vera. And our brain, our head cannot know our mission. We need to go into our heart. And so this is why our Astronom Divine program is so transforming and support a powerful clarity to the person, because the transmission is a transmission at an energetic level from our heart to the heart of the person, of the energy, and is such a joy for us to every time see how this program with these 3 sessions is powerful in cleaning the layer, not inventing anything, but cleaning the layer and supporting the person to see her beauty, her divine beauty, harmony, her unique and divine energy. Is so beautiful to see the face of the person when she see in ourselves that are mirrors, transparent mirrors, her beauty, her own divine beauty, and is so joyful and also looking forward to embrace and to be responsible then for this beauty, to express these talents and beauty side. And this is amazing for me. This is really so nurturing for me. I cannot live without this in my life. This is really expressing my talents. And the pure joy is when you live expressing your talents and serving with your talents other soul sisters and brothers. This is joy and abundance.
Elena, let me ask again one question from your sun sign, Scorpio. And the question to all of our audience, of course, to us as well, it is, what do you have to lose? I mean, what do you have to lose? If you embrace more deeply the journey of knowing who you are and consciously co-creating, walking the path towards your authenticity, what it is true for you, what do you have to lose? What are you afraid of? Yes?
The masks, the personality, what we have been identifying with, what we are not. So we have to lose the superficial things, not the depth, to embrace our depth. We need to go deep and lose the contact with the surface. But so we don't lose anything so huge, so big, but we embrace a richness, the infinity, the bliss.
It is exactly like that, the bliss of this faithfulness to who we are. And since Scorpio, it speaks about death and rebirth. I'm sorry, but it is the archetype of the butterfly, of the phoenix. It is a most beautiful archetype. I remember what I've read in old poets, writers, sage men and women that would say very often that the thing they most regret would be the things they did not dare to do. They did not do, not the things they did, but more than that, the things they didn't, you know. And we cannot afford to live to grow into old age and be haunted, like ghosts haunting us, because they will ghosting us because of the life we did not dare to live, the unlived life of the soul.
No,
That is not an option.
no,
You know?
non negotiable. I cannot, I cannot die without having spread my music, my
I
inner
love that.
music.
I love that, Elena. I love that.
I
Uh,
cannot die. It's so strong this year for me, and believe me, everybody, I'm saying, and I'm not feeling uncomfortable in saying that I have had strong fears
mhm.
through this transformation, strong fear, because my mind was so powerful, so attached, and so full of fear sometimes. So for me, it was a matter of feeling sometimes the dead in front of me, feeling like dying. But there was another option because my soul, when I contacted the heart, so it was so important for me to do this journey from the head to the heart, and from the heart. Everything was so clear.
Elena, you spoke about transmission. And transmission is the process that happens when we are in the presence of somebody that has a clearer consciousness, so that it has more an easier a connection with the heart. So it is a process where we are transformed just by the mere presence, you know, uh, being with that being, that other being. So we must, in this new age of Aquarius, we must come together with the sisters and brothers around the world, as you beautifully always say, uh, so that we can rise our vibration. And in that process, we can, uh, you know, um, kind of bring these fears into a new perspective, to understand that all of us has incarnated souls as the same fears, even though we have different personalities, and feel, deeply feel, that we are not ever alone,
Yeah.
because being alone is an illusion of, I would say, the ego. I
Yeah.
have already made the peace with the ego, because without my ego I wouldn't be here. But the ego is the horse, and the knight is the soul. So the ego has to be at service of the soul, of a higher purpose, with this energy. Okay. And I just wanted to remember this, that we are not alone. And that is something that is an illusion we seldom fall into, Elena. That is, we are alone, and the despair, of that loneliness.
Yeah. So true. No, I felt when I was a child and I was only child, I always have the dream of having one or more sisters, and then I was feeling alone, and then I discovered to have many soul sisters around the world, and I love to be with these soul sisters and to dance, and it will happen very soon. It will happen.
Very, very soon. So we are we are announcing this our academy with this beautiful logo, and this mission of being at service uh, to help women and men around the globe, whether online through online programs and residential retreats, to go deep into their souls, to go deep into their beings, to their authenticity, and to reclaim that voice. Because our inner voice, our true voice, is our authenticity, and from that derives our true purpose. You know, what really makes us happy, and it is the most glorious journey. So we have to embrace that adventure. You know, we have to embrace this opportunity. You know, that this full moon brings to us all. It is also a completion, because the full moon is a completion of the past of the work we did in the past 6 months, but it's also a declaration of intentions for the new cycle. So we would strongly suggest you to do a meditation and to envision your best self, your best life, infused with the perfume, you know, of what really brings you pleasure and delight and light and togetherness and fraternity, you know, and purpose. And that is a lot.
Yeah. And joy is the key indicator.
Mhm.
Vera, joy that comes from within. So, and joy is not linked to anything external, is coming from within. So, it's our responsibility to live a joyful life, to be aligned to who we are, embrace our talent, and be joyful. And don't think always about the future, and live in the here and now and be joyful. And this needs discipline and needs clarity, first of all, and discipline. And this is a part of our academy. And also part
Absolutely.
of our academy is celebration, because this is a key part of our academy, because after having rediscovered our Bellissima Diva and our soul, having embraced our talents and having contact our heart, so rediscovering our energetic spiritual center. In our academy, we also include a very beautiful journey on sexuality, so rediscovering and embracing our powerful and sacred sexual energy, and dressing, adorning with beautiful dress and makeup our Bellissima, rediscover Bellissima Diva, and celebrating in a circle of global sisterhood in our retreat, Bellissima Conscious Diva retreat, with dance in a circle of global sisterhood, with gratitude in our hearts toward the universe that has made us perfect as we are.
And so it is, and so it is. So all of the work of our academy, it is exactly like Elena said. It is an exaltation of the feminine principle in women, in men, and in culture. Because the feminine principle of inclusiveness, of cooperation, of sensitiveness, sensibility, of intuition as also, of receptivity, of to what the other think, what the other point of view is, are, far as we are concerned, important fundamental keys, both in personal relationships and international relationships, in politics, in whatever arena of our civilization. So our intention is to develop also, of course, um, to remember the gifts and the magic of the feminine principle, which is so magnetic, So beautiful. And we cannot forget that beauty is first and foremost a divine attribute that puts in order our home, our inner home, our circumstances, and our priorities. It brings clarity. When there is more beauty, there is more clarity, you know. And so, with more clarity, it is easier for us to focus in what is important, to prioritize, and to follow our vision, our purpose.
Yeah.
And it has so many layers and ways of expressing beauty through the process of self-healing and self-love, which is of the utmost importance. The process of knowing what love is in the horizontal axis of the ascendant and descendant that I spoke before, in our connection with our inner life, that we have to give at least half an hour to an hour daily to our inner life, to the building of our inner life. That is the feminine way of evolving and of living. We have to nurture ourselves. Today I was in a consultation with a beautiful woman, and I was remembering that Mother Teresa, both Mother Teresa of Calcutta and Dalai Lama, uh, people that are and were giving so much outside to the world, they had daily to nurture themselves 5 hours only for themselves in their daily schedules. 5 hours for themselves. It is quite a lot, and it is so wise, for prayer, for meditation, for counseling with their mentors. I mean, 5 hours daily. Who has that in our daily modern times? And I know so many women and so many men and therapists and people that help the others they don't have even half an hour. You know, how couldn't they be exhausted? Because we forgot the balance. We forgot to nurture ourselves. We forgot the feminine values of the life of the soul, of the silence, of the contemplation, of dancing, of writing in our journals, of just being, so that we can be receptive to the answers and the signals and the information of the soul. And so we are in a mission to help you, to remember this all and to recover this, this way of living, this lifestyle that will bring you so much joy,
Yeah.
And so much magic.
And this Vera is the only way I see to rebirth in a new humanity, in a new world, with the new paradigm that the Aquarius age will make it happen, to come back to human beings, not human doings. We
Absolutely.
have in this too active way, we tend to live our lives at the periphery, doing, and we forget the contact with our center of being. So it's so important. It is not procrastinable now to embrace and to come back to who we are, to human being, to slow down and to take our time to self-care, to embrace ourselves and to self-care at all levels, our body, our soul, our mind, our energy that is the key, because we attract what we vibrate. And so if we are joyful, we will have a joyful life. It's our decision, our responsibility. And this is about our academy and our mission.
Absolutely. To come from a place of inner scarcity, of course, because we all have our wounding and our lacks and voids, of course, because that is the story of humankind. And to come from that past into a place of abundance, into a place of purpose, into a place of conscious love. That's what we are offering, through with our programs. So we are going to give you more information on the 14th of May. We are preparing the programs in 3 languages. And we are preparing also retreats, and it is almost certain that we are going to have a retreat, inside residential retreat, even in 2021, right, Elena? I hope so.
I'm checking in the details, but my heart is pretty sure.
Mine too.
And also my vision and my inner yearning to embrace soul sisters coming here in Italy, and all together dancing our divinity, our sacred feminine energy, and all together, because our mission needs unity. So we need to be together, to stay together, to support each other, and to see the beauty, the divine beauty of the other soul sister, and with joy. And we can do this after we have embraced and see the beauty of ourselves, our uniqueness, because each of us is unique, and I will never be tired to repeat it, because every woman is a treasure of the universe. It's not a mistake. We are not a mistake of the universe. We are a treasure.
We are not a mistake of the universe through our parents. No, no, sir, no, ma'am.
So that the universe will make the best to preserve us and to support us if we are aligned with our energies, what we are born to be in this planet: light, abundance, love, gratitude. And we help each other to connect to this treasure that we have inside, because sometimes we need a very, very transparent mirror that can be other soul sisters around the world to see our treasure.
Our Bellissima Diva.
Bellissima Diva. We have also Amita that is writing, yes, we need to nurture ourselves in order to be able to give quality energy to help others. Yes. We need to be full, not empty, in order to share. We cannot donate, because every woman is a treasure of the universe. It's not a mistake. We are not a... Okay. This is a repetition. We need a repetition. Every woman is a treasure. So, and if you have fears, or you have your mind that tells you no, it's not for you, or have restriction, fears, or something, it's okay, because our mind lies. Our mind knows that if we go inside and we contact the heart, our mind will lose control. And of course, our mind don't want to lose control. Instead, we need to go. We are so powerful in our heart, and so our heart is our house, our home, not our mind. Okay, Vera.
No, I don't know if you would like to answer to some questions.
Yeah.
We have already almost 1 hour of streaming. Elena, my dear.
We can. I am more than happy to answer to some questions.
Let me check. Well, I don't know. Are you reading from, since you are the...
Okay.
I
have one question about about the month of May, sorry. So the forecast of the month of May, we will dedicate a live the first Friday of May. So stay tuned, and we will share our astro numerological forecast for May that will be quite a challenging and beautiful, very beautiful month.
And we will always bring together in the academy programs. We are always bring together the amazing, deep, magical wisdom of numerology and astrology, and very, very, very transformative disciplines and techniques and practices and exercises. Wonderful guests as well, surprises, and the beauty of the dresses, Elena, the beauty of expressing that Bellissima Diva, that make no mistake, that Bellissima Diva is our soul's radiation, our soul's blueprint, and the feminine has to become more bolder than ever in the love, in the truthfulness, in the faithfulness to that essence of the feminine, which is what is really blessing the world, blessing not only ourselves, but the world.
The world needs Bellissima Diva. The world absolutely our Bellissima Diva. The world no more needs women that sacrifice her own dreams, soul yearning, energies and talents. No, there is no more time for sacrifices. We need to cut these sacrifices and let them go to our ancestor with love, gratitude, compassion, our heart, and embrace our destiny, that is to shine our Bellissima Diva all together in a circle of global sisterhood. And Vera and I are looking forward to see you all coming from all over the world to shine bright your unique light together with us.
So join us on the 14th of May, whether live in Estoril, Portugal, beautiful Palácio Hotel do Estoril, or online. We will. Meanwhile, we are going to give more information, right? And well, it was a blessing. It is such a delight and pleasure for us to be able to share with you in this gorgeous, beautiful, most auspicious and well transformative. I believe that everybody is feeling the energy. Wow, building into this full moon of Scorpio Taurus. It has been so intense. Oh my gosh. Poor heart of mine, Elena.
Yeah.
So many emotions. I'm a very emotional girl,
We are girls on fire. There is another surprise. Another surprise is that if you want to know more about our lives, in particular about our childhood, there is you have to watch the replay of the first episode of the Diva's Tales that is on our YouTube channels. And if you want to know more about our adolescents, it's the second episode of the Diva's Tales, Vera, me, and Karina from Brazil, this Friday at 9:30 p.m. Italian time, 8:30 Portuguese time. There will be a lot of surprises, and with a light feminine energy, revealing a part of our life, so very, very private, that we love to reveal to share our journey. So what we have lived to be now what we are, and transmit all this message in our academy. and to know, to let you know us better and with all of our experiences.
Stay blessed or blissful, and stay blessed and beautiful and truthful to your soul at the best of your ability, as I like to say. And just keep be I would say just be tuned to Bellissima Conscious Diva Academy. We are going to give more information soon, and we really hope you will go on joining us. And if you'd like to leave your questions, you can. I think, Elena, below or near this stream, you can leave your questions, and then we will answer them. Okay.
Or you can book a free discovery call, or you can also ask to be a part of next live. So we are inviting people to be part of next live in our shows. Thank you, Milena. Milena is saying thank you to us with a lot of heart. Thank you, Milena.
Much love, Milena.
We will see, I think, you very, very soon, also with Vera. And so thank you, everybody, for being with us. And see you on Friday. The Diva.
See you.
See you.
Bye. Much love.